The deal? What's the deal? What is going on, YouTube? This is gonna be a build breakdown for the best builds in Escalations. I mean, for the first build, it's kind of simple. Everybody rocks this build. It's the Hollow Man, 4-piece striker backpack, 1-piece Cheska, all Echo, 1-piece Amalgam. Right now, I'm sitting at 57, 164. I do have a video of me completing tier 10 with this build. You know, decoy and revive hive, of course. We do have a God Roll striker holster, which is really nice. Almost a God Roll knee pads. And yeah, it's basically the build right there. We want to do a MK with, well, we got lucky, got blessed. They gave us crit chance on there, max crit chance. Yeah, but yeah, that's the first build. Everybody knows that build. Most people have this build saved for Escalations. Second build. This is a build for the Centurion Scabbards. This is a really nice build swap. You get rate of fire, weapon damage. My main would be the tactical MK. We just got blessed with this gun a couple days ago. Measured, God roll everything. The equalizer chest for the rate of fire. And then, you know, the Scabbards, 20% rate of fire, boosted damage. And then if you swapping from the Lexington with back and forth, getting an extra boost of rate of fire and weapon damage, which is really nice. Really nice. For that, crit chance 48, crit damage 164. We could probably put a fucking crit chance mod on somewhere, take off a crit damage mod. But I feel like 48 is good enough. Yep, that's the second build. For the third build, everybody likes tipping skills. Tipping skills for a striker, right? My tipping skills build, I like it with Tinker Mask. The only thing I don't like about the Tinker Mask, you do have to rock 2 of the same gun. So if you do could run out of ammo pretty fast if you're not hitting your shots. But on this build, we did put the tactical MK, the God Roll one with measured, and then just put a secondary with frenzy. We do have the tipping skills chest, tipping skills backpack, and then for the 6-piece, we are rocking contractor's gloves. You could swap these out for overdogs, but I did kind of test it. I just kind of liked how the contractors are just like a set amount of damage on everybody instead of just like certain ads. And then we do have 2-piece paradox, which does really help shoot a little bit longer. And for that, we do want a piece that does have crit damage because our crit chance is a little bit too high, I think we're right at the max. I do think we're right at the max. I have to check. But with this tactical and the tactical with max crit, I think we are a little bit over max. So we should put a crit damage mod on this somewhere. We probably would change that up. Let me see. I think we do have all crit damage mods, that's the problem. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we need tippet scales piece with crit damage on it. Knee pads, backpack. We should have done a chest piece with crit damage. But we already had this one basically upgraded, so we just did this one. But yeah, tipping skills build. Another build, it's basically striker, GR9. If you like the GR9, I would recommend running it like this with the salvos. To give you a boosted rate of fire, and the secondary with back and forth. Whatever gun doesn't have to be Lexington, just so you could proc that frenzy from the GR9 a little bit faster. But yeah, echo on everything on this build too. Pretty much the same for all the builds. Decoy, revive. Just a little change up. Stats on this, 56, 127. It's pretty decent. It does hit hard. Oh, let me go back to tipping skills real quick. Oh, well, I don't have to go back to it, but my tipping skills build, I do have a video on YouTube of me completing tier 10 with this too. It's not the cleanest run, but we did get it done. It's the healer build. We'll just run through this real quick. Healer build. Of course, you want the birdies, and then you should rock the motherly loves. You get the skill haste and extra repair skills, unless you rock the BTSUs, and then obviously a piece of Alp Summit backpack with probably opportunistic or something. I believe I forgot what the other talents you would want. And then for the last build, sheriff build. This build is tough. This build is really nasty. Now you could actually, for your secondary, you do want something that's gonna like build up your stacks a little bit, but and then when you get your stacks up, you could switch to the sheriff, and then it's basically for spawn points. Clear spawn points here, hella easy. Do rock this with 2-piece paradox. Do want to, kind of do want probably one more piece of paradox, so it procs a little bit more. But yeah, the sheriff is a really good gun to have. My back secondary right now is measured Lexington. 2-piece paradox, yep, salvo, and then a piece of Cheska for the extra crit chance, excuse me. I'm sitting at 48, 131. It's not too bad, not too bad. But yeah, that's the build video. It's a quick little video. Didn't want to go too much into it. These builds are not really too much, like there's not too much detail into them, so just wanted to show the best builds, what builds I use, the builds I used in tier 10s, what I feel like are the best, the highest hitting damage builds, in my opinion. It's all just my opinion. I don't really do like the number stats things, but just based off gameplay and what I like to use, obviously. But yeah, that is the build video. If you tuned in to the end, I appreciate you. Hope you have a blessed one.